Hello and welcome back to another episode of M and BhOffline, where we take a step back and discuss our best moments, future plans, and anything else from our favorite game, Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft. I'm BH, and this is my co-host M, and we are two Minecraft content creators most known for our involvement in the Backyard SMP, and today we have a very special guest. Hi, I'm CC. How are you going?
Hi, I'm CC. I'm good.
Yeah,
Very
so
intimidating just having you two staring at me.
Think of it like a job interview.
That's probably worse.
That makes it worse. That makes it worse.
So we're obviously not going to assume that everyone knows who you are. So CC, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm CC. I am a member of the Backyard server, and I'm also an artist. I've done work on the Hermitcraft trading card game and recently the MCC trading card game. And then I've also played in MCC Rising 3, a bunch of other events like Biome Battle and other stuff, and there's some other things, but that's the main stuff.
Sweet. So today we are going to start off by looking at how the Backyard got together, how each of us kind of met each other, and the stories that we got to getting to where we are today. And then we're going to move on to talking about growth and how Backyard has grown, and especially the creators that we have on our server, how we've all grown differently and grown together. And I think CC here, he's grown a lot since the start of Backyard. He's grown probably the most out of a lot of us. So I'm very keen to get into it.
Yes, it will. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So yeah, starting off today, I've got a couple, as I said at the end of last episode, I've got a couple of very funny stories of how I actually got in contact with a couple of the Backyardians. And I think M's story is pretty funny, I have to admit, and CC's is also pretty funny, so we're gonna get into that. But a little bit of context for the viewers out there. Backyard started, season 1 started, what was it, the 10th of February 2024,
Yes.
so almost a year ago now. But before that, I think when did we start days? One day? It would have been.
It was only like 2 months before Backyard, I think 3 months or something like that.
Yeah, it might have been like mid-December.
It was
that we started
airing when you started Backyard.
Yeah, I think we started Backyard like episode 3 or like week 3, and that was record, edit, post, which is a little different to how we're running the day series at the moment. But M was one of the creators that played in One Day, one of the first people that I got in contact with, and do you want to give him a rundown on what One Day was?
Yes, so One Day, I think for you it was kind of like an experiment to what Backyard could be. It was like a small limited time event where we had, was it 6 sessions? I think it was 6 sessions.
Yeah, it was 6.
Yeah, of a bunch of us where we had never met before, and we got to start on One Day. We had some different like mini tasks to complete. There was no kind of punishment or anything for the tasks. It was just like a really fun, chaotic way to meet everyone. I don't think there wasn't really a goal to the whole series, but it was a whole lot of fun, and it was really good to meet everyone. And it was kind of the first part before Backyard started. Like it was like an experiment. I think is what you described it at one point.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it wasn't an intention, but like it was a part of intention to be like, I want to see what these creators are like. Like, of course, if you're going to interact, and like I knew I was starting a server, like that was in the back burner. One Day had started, and I was like, I've got these creators. A couple of them had, I think I reached out to everyone. I was like, hey, is anyone interested in joining this server that I'm starting as well? And I think you, Lumble, Billy, and Huel were the ones that were like, yeah, I'd love to join. And then a couple of the other guys were like, oh, maybe not. I'm already doing my own thing at the moment. But it was a bit of a test to see like, oh, how these guys interact. And the Backyardians know my YouTube homepage is cooked, is what it is.
I would say, yeah,
it's curated, is what it is.
It's very curated.
I like to keep my YouTube homepage restricted to small creators because I like to see like who's got showing up, who's what people are doing. And if you're only ever seeing like the big guys, then you know you're never gonna really introduce yourself to new people. I'm always an advocate of like watch the small guy first, you know.
Yeah.
And so reaching out to creators is kind of where I want to go to in this conversation. And reaching out to new people is very difficult in a small YouTube space. I think I was at like 300 subscribers when I reached out to like everyone. And
Yeah,
like,
and
look, if you get a DM from someone with only 300 on YouTube, you're kind of going to be a little bit like, what does this person want? You know, like it's not the go-to to be like, you know, oh yeah, this sounds cool.
Yeah, mine was kind of the opposite though, because I think I was under 100. So when someone with like just over 300 reached out, I was like, oh my god, it's the big leagues.
And so I spent maybe like 2 months finding these creators, and my method was to go to their like I think second latest video, post a thing saying I love your vibe, I would love to like get in contact and talk about a series or server that I'm working on. And I sent this out to so many people, not so many, but like a fair few people. And M was probably one of the funnier ones to get in contact with. We'll get to CC, but first off, M, do you remember how I contacted you?
By email and Instagram, both of which I'd set up maybe less than a week before. I had just set it up, and it was my first email and first Instagram DM I'd ever gotten, and it was BH asking, and both of the email and Instagram had the exact same information, and I was like, oh, this guy really wants me. I was like, he's very like desperate wasn't the first word that came to mind, but it was there. It was in my brain somewhere. But yeah, it was the same information that came across on both Instagram and email, and I think both of them said like I've messaged you on Instagram or I have emailed you more information. They both of them had it, so I was just jumping back between, and I think I responded to both with again the same stuff, so I just copy and pasted the response.
Oh yeah, I think it was
yeah.
absolutely that.
Yeah, it was cool to see though, because when I saw you linked your channel at the start, and again, as I said before, it was like I think you had about 400 subs at that point, and I was like, oh my goodness, 400. I was at like 56 maybe. I was like, wow, this really popular creator really wants me. But yeah, I was very glad that I accepted it.
Yeah, and with the Instagram thing, I remember I sent you this comment, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I've set up an Instagram account. You can message me there." And I'm thinking, I don't have an Instagram account under my BH name. Like I've got my personal one. I don't have a one under my content name. So I actually had to make an Instagram account so that I could send you a DM and then send you an email to finally get in contact with you in Discord.
To be fair, I take credit now for your Instagram account. I take credit for all of it.
Do you?
That.
Oh
Yeah,
right. I think it's actually a new account because I lost the the logins for the other one. But yeah, getting in contact. CC. How did you find it? I know you've got a pretty funny story. So same thing. I remember reaching out to you, and CC was probably another funny story because I had sent you this comment, and then a few days later you had posted your interview with Vintage Beef, and I was like, damn, what have I done? I've just sent this comment to someone that knows famous people. I'm like, I'm done for. There's no shot this is working. Yeah. He's just gonna think I'm a weirdo.
Because you messaged me, it was like my Christmas video, so it would have been like just before Christmas. And then that was like a month or two after I released my Hermitcraft trading card game video. And like it might have just been after my rail video, which is like the one that's like blown up the most. So like you caught me right as I was starting to get like views, which is weird. It's scary.
Which was lucky.
And then it was
BH.
And then it was a week before. And then it was a week before the beef interview, which I really love. I want to do that again. Some more Cozy Corner stuff. But I don't even know how many subscribers there would have been at that point. I don't know how you even check that. But no, so you messaged me in just the comment section of my video, and you said like DM me on. You can still see the comment there if you go to my building a Christmas village video. And like I'd gotten messages before from people, but like I clicked on your channel and I saw your content was like much higher quality than like the average for people. Like you had less subscribers than you should have for the content you were making. So like that's what piqued my interest to keep like looking. And like I think you also hit right as I was sort of getting a bit burnt out of my previous server. Like it wasn't a content server, it was just a server with my friends. So like I feel like the vibe from making videos just I wanted to try and interact with people who were also like recording and stuff. So it's just lots of moments all kind of merging together into like the perfect storm. But I did say like, oh, I might have this server as like the back burner and focus on my main server. That didn't happen. Backyard was my main thing.
Yes.
I've not posted a video on that other server since.
You're actually the first person to post a Backyard video, mind you.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was like the only video for a little bit as well. I think I had like 3 or 4 videos out. Yeah, it was like pretty much instant.
I think
but it's like
the most out of everybody in Backyard as well.
I think BH might be caught up now or close.
I know my last episode
BH,
was
you don't
25.
number yours. That's one. Okay, mine was 31 then.
Oh, was it 25? It might have been 27 or something like that. I know I didn't reach you, but I got close.
Yeah. I had 31 at the end of the season. I probably could have had more, but lots of stuff happened at the end of the year.
Yes.
Oh yeah. which we're gonna get into. Yes. Now I wanted to ask you too, what was it like interacting with these creators for the first time? And I know like it's a little bit different for me because like I interact with almost every Backyardian almost every single day.
Yeah.
And I remember I was chatting to Jays the other day and he's like, oh, I don't think I've really interacted much with like Krampus, or I haven't really interacted much with like Mycen, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, it's a little bit different for me because I hear about everyone. I'm keeping tabs on everyone, making sure they're going okay. And like I hear almost everything from everyone. Just because I'm making sure everyone's doing all right. But what was it like for you two to join onto a server where you actually didn't know anyone?
I find it so bizarre that my like relationships have been documented. Like the first time I meet M is literally on video.
Yes. Yeah. The very first time.
Half of my episode 1 is meeting M, Pool, Lumble, and then later Mycen for the very first time. And it's all on camera, which is so bizarre. Actually, the first time, M, I interacted with you multiple times on that episode.
Yeah.
And there was the when you respawned and I threw a fish or whatever at you.
I think you were actually the first person I properly interacted with at all on there.
Yeah.
Because I was mining on my own, even though we had like 20 people on at the server. I was mining by myself.
Instantly got lost.
Yeah, and then died, and then came across you where you gave me a fish.
I see, because I kind of just hung around. I went into the Dark Oak Forest, broke a mushroom, and came back, and everyone would vanish. So I just set up a little stall at spawn. You happened to spawn right outside of it, and I didn't have any stew ready, so I gave you a fish.
Yes, it was a great fish. Yeah, yes. I think the first time I interacted with, or the first time I joined a server with BH, it was, I think, your New Dawn server. Maybe it was before one day. And it was to have like a little meeting thing, and we ended up spawning an Ender Dragon. There was a lot of chaos, and
yes. I remember this now. Oh my god!
Yeah, I didn't fully remember it. It kind of came to me randomly the other day, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, hang on a minute, that was a really chaotic thing. I don't even remember who was there. I know it was you, Sprinkles, and a couple other people.
Yeah, we had like a test server to we had a couple of like sessions prior to one day to kind of meet everyone.
Yeah.
And we basically, it was just like, I think everyone had creative and it was just a mess.
It was.
It was just an absolute mess.
And it was really awkward. I think everybody was like pretty dead silent, and
yeah.
Which was great. And then one day started and it was weirdly less awkward. I think there's a couple people in the backyard like server and community, just everybody there. There's a couple people that are very like charismatic. They're very confident and very easy to interact with. UCC are one, BH is one, and Mint was the one in one day. That
Yeah, I can imagine.
that broke the ice. It was very easy to interact with Mint, and especially Mint and Huel combined was very easy. But yeah, there's for reaching out and things like that. There's a couple people in backyard that are very, very charismatic and very good at that. You two are definitely the main people.
Yeah, and it's pretty evident with CC. Oh my god, it's another beautiful transition onto CC.
Here we go. Segue back to CC.
So CC, you recently have been participating in too many events to keep track of.
Yeah, frankly,
I'm not
too
gonna
many.
I've
already got 3 scheduled for January.
More? Oh my god!
Yeah, I was gonna not do them, but then like the first 2 weeks of January, I was like, I'm bored, so I instantly went and just messaged people.
That's insane. Well,
but
it started with Rising, I guess.
Yeah, so it's so weird because like, I wasn't the type of person who would reach out for stuff. I was scared to be annoying, but then like for MCC Rising, Mint just posted in the Discord saying applications are open, who wants to apply? And it just so happened that me, Clover, and Sinner were the first to reply to Mint. So we just said, and like, I normally wouldn't, but I was like, okay, I'll try for once, and then got really into it, and we ended up getting into the event, which is still mind-boggling.
It's insane
because like the fact that we got in, like, I don't care what happened during the actual event. The fact that we got accepted is like winning already. Like there was 10, well, technically 12 teams like picked, and like there must have been hundreds, if not thousands, of applications.
Oh yeah,
and like
definitely,
it was crazy. But after the event, or like during the event, I should say, like actually even before, because we did like we knew for about a month before we started MCC Rising. So we had lots of time to interact with the other members and stuff. And my main goal for that like month was just networking, just trying to meet new people, interact with as many people as I could. I was stream sniping like crazy. Whenever people did like training streams, I was always in the background. and and like I just wanted to like, because like I felt myself as being sort of like an ambassador for Backyard, and like I knew that Mint and Clover and Sinner and stuff they had real lives, so they didn't have as much time on the server as I did. So I was trying to like put in maximum effort, and it paid off, because right after MCC, like during MCC Rising, we had a bunch of invites to a bunch of like interviews and stuff. There's that Twitter account, like One Block a Day. They place like one block a day in a world, but occasionally they have like guests on to like place the blocks. And they asked if our team as a group wanted to place a block, so that was cool. What's funny about that one is like at the time of the actual like placing of the block, I just forgot about it, so I was actively stream sniping Rusty, the Aqua Artimators team, as they're being trained by Martin. So Mint, and they couldn't get to me because I was just not looking at Discord. Until Mint joined Rusty's stream and messaged her saying, "Tell CC to get on Discord now." It's so funny.
Those are some of the funniest interactions where you have someone like you're trying to reach someone, but they're doing something. So you join like you either join their stream or you join someone else's stream to like get them to yell at them.
Oh, it's so
the sheer
funny.
amount of times that's happened, specifically Sprinkles, like telling me that I should be doing something right now. God, time zones, what a nightmare. But after Rising, I got to know a lot of the other members of the like other teams and stuff, and they were just kind of like doing events and stuff. So I was like, how do I get into these? And specifically Liam, Linksy Liam of the Cyan Coyotes team. He is like, he's everywhere. Like he's just one of those ones who's like in every event. I think he's collecting them like Pokemon cards. And I mentioned how I wanted to do some more events, so he just sent me a link that invited me to like 5 events all at once. So I was like, oh,
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay, yeah. I think I actually invited you to that as well later, BH, but I might have invited you too late to get into some of the big ones, which was a shame.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was public. I thought it was a private thing.
Was this Jingle Jam?
Yeah, Jingle Crafters stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, even before that, I'm trying to think the timeline here, because MCC was September.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really do anything in October, I don't think. I think I kind of skipped that one. Then November's when it started kicking off, because we had, in Biome Battle was November, right? Like, the first Biome Battle.
Yeah, I think so. Was it November?
And I feel like it was November.
It might have
was
been
like late
more
November.
December. Oh, yeah, late.
Well, no, because I did 2 Biome Battles in December, so they wouldn't have done 2
Okay, yeah, it
Biome
would have been
Battles in the
November
same
then.
Yeah, so
I did 2 Biome
yeah, we'll
Battles
get into
into
that. So like after like seeing the success of MCC, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put myself out more. So when I saw the application for Biome Battle, I thought we can probably do this. So I like just hopped into a call. You guys were all just talking, and I said, "Who wants to apply with me?" And then we ended up splitting into like 2 groups. There's like you, me, and Sprinkles. And then we ended up teaming with Rusty and Bax as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was that was just such a fun team to do.
That was a lot of fun.
And like, it's one of those teams where like I bet the person who saw the play manager saw it and it's like, okay, yep, that's easy. We've sorted team, done. Don't even have to think about it. I mean, a full team of 5, 3 of them had like done events. But then like I did well enough in mini number 2, like both performance wise and also just sort of like I think because I was in MCC and stuff. So like for the charity event, Biome Battle Jingle Jam, they ended up inviting me to that again, which is still crazy to me because like there were some pretty big names in that. But I could tell that I was added as one of the filler players. Like my team all knew each other so well, and then I was like there, like, "Hi guys, it's me." But I was invited to that quite a while before joining, so they kind of balanced me based on my performance in the first Biome Battle. But then I had a streak of really good event performances. Like there was the Creator Carnage Jingle Crafters. That was the first event I won, which is I got first individual, which is still wild.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
like,
first. And
crazy to think.
It was a charity event, so like the players were less like balanced, but it was also like I think that was my first event after MCC Rising where I got 7th. So like I was top 10 in MCC Rising, and then I got first individual in Creator Carnage, and then like the
Insane.
week later, I was in Biome Battle where I won again and was also first individual.
Oh
my God, CC.
Which is like I think like I could tell that team was very much balanced because like I was teamed with Wadebox, who was amazing. I was teamed with Kate, Piggles, and Jack, who I just met for the first time there. But I did know that Piggles and Jack were like really good at the game. So I think the team was kind of balanced around having 2 S tier players and then us 3 goobers. But then they didn't expect me and Wade to just pop off in that event. Like we both got like top individual in multiple games, and then I got first individual of like the S tier team, and it was like what's happened here? So because of that, when Biome Battle needed to have a substitute for an S tier player, BitSquid messaged me, which was insane, and I ended up needing to be like subbed in. So I ended up teaming with Koyue, who is a member of MCC, and then Radoons, who is a member of Lifesteal, and then Laz, who's just like a pretty prolific streamer. So like I think someone did some stats after Biome Battle number 3, and Pink Team was the most viewed team.
Oh my God.
Which is terrifying. And then I didn't get we didn't do great in that one, but I did get top 10 still, which is crazy that I top fragged that team.
Yeah, I remember playing with you, and this is a thing, is like I thought I was performing really well, right? But then I look at my statistic and I look where I was placed on the leaderboard, and I was just like, I was performing so poorly. I don't understand why. Like I felt like in most of the games, there was definitely somewhere I was like, I just could not do it. Sprint, I will forever hate.
Sprint was not
was
great.
so bad for me. No one ever understands. It was so bad. But I feel like I did pretty well in other ones. Then I look at the leaderboard and it's like CC is like 7th, and I'm like 32nd. What?
So much of Buy and Battle is based around playing the objective, and if you don't know what the objective is, then the points just get so skewed, which is like a big. And I love Buy and Battle for that specific reason, because it means that people who aren't necessarily like insane at the game can still get good points. It's just a bit of a learning curve more than a skill curve. And it just so happened that the way we organized our team, I was doing the things that were getting more points, which definitely helped. I massively flubbed the finale of Runner's Rampage. I almost got kicked out of top 10 for that performance. I tried taking a shortcut, but I ended up just out of bounds and then just slowly falling to my death. And like, it was not great. But there was 2 more events I did. There was One Shot Royale, which is like a right at the end of the year event. That was a lot of fun. I think we God, one of my viewers, my trains NL, big fan of the Backyard. He's in like everyone's streams and stuff. But I think he donated over £200 to One Shot Royale, and I feel so bad for it because the reason you donated in that was to revive the streamer you watched. So he spent £200 keeping me and my team alive, and we didn't even win in the end.
Oh no!
Oh, Susu.
That's insane.
It was an incredible experience. I absolutely loved that. But the really big event that I did was Jams, just another Minecraft server that was hosted by Wadebox. And it was basically 100 creators all in a big survival world having to do tasks and stuff. But then halfway through, it was revealed that the game was secretly actually just a murder game where 10 people were released into the world as hunters, and you had to survive the hunters.
Oh,
but there was some
that sounds
pretty. Cool. It was so much fun. I absolutely love Jams. I hope they do it again next year. But or this year, I guess now. Gosh, God, it's the 10th already. Jesus.
I know, it's crazy. Hey, the day's counting down. We're around the corner from something big. Who knows what that is?
I know, right? Yeah, who could possibly know? But yeah, that event was a pretty big one. There were some massive names in there. There was Jojo, who's my coach for MCC Rising. There was Feinberg. Fire Breath Man. I don't know if you know who made it, but Sandwich, Piggles. Just it was a crazy event to be a part of, and I'm so happy they invited me. Spiffing Brit was there. That's crazy.
Right.
He's it's the first person I interacted with was the Spiffing Brit, but his microphone was broken, so he just wandered away. And I've never felt so dismissed in my life.
Oh no.
I know, it was so funny. But it's just been amazing to be able to do all these crazy events and stuff. I've definitely been able to do less YouTube because of it, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think I needed that break. I was kind of just creating the same video over and over again. And it's nice to sort of mix up my thing. Streaming as a whole has become such a new avenue for me. It's so much fun to interact with people live. Yeah. I pretty much streamed 4 times a week for several months, which was up from nothing about 2 weeks before. On the day of MCC, I streamed for 7 or 8 hours. That was my longest stream.
Oh, I said I spoke about this last time. I spoke about this last time. Oh, no. Cece, you don't even.
It's so.
Oh, my face, bro! My face when I saw that notification come up.
So sleepy.
But it was so funny. But so many streamers do 12 hours every day, and I just don't know how they can do that. That's insane to me. I can't have the energy for that. But I've been wanting to get back into making videos more. I feel like I've put that on the back burner somewhat, and it takes so long to make them. And seeing people like Jam, who's busting them out at lightning speed with all insane quality. It's how does one do that?
Jam is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Jam is just an enigma. He's his own his own species, that guy.
It's insane. But I need to do more stuff with the backyard. I feel like I was neglecting the backyard during my whole like event phase.
I know, we were worried you're gonna
Like-
leave, CC.
Yeah, you got us scared. No.
Nah, you can't get rid of me that easily.
Oh. No, it's been
Damn. Can't
that
believe
kind
it.
of that kind of segues in a good way. Do you have any plans for the future of your content wise, or anything you're looking forward to?
So before I actually did events and stuff, the thing that I got known for was tutorials. And while I don't regret making tutorials, I regret making tutorials.
You got like a
Good
train guy.
I became the train guy, which I do like trains and stuff, obviously. I would not do them if I didn't enjoy them. But like I think tutorials aren't my style. I like teaching people stuff, but I don't want to teach people directly how to do something like block for block, because I feel like you don't learn anything from doing that.
Hmm.
Like if you like follow a tutorial and you don't understand the thing you're making, then like if it breaks, what do you do? And
Yeah.
it's like I
Mhm.
think I want to be able to do stuff where it inspires people to try out learning redstone rather than just building what I've built. So I think like for next season, the backyard, and just for future like technical videos, I'll probably end up leaning more into the like, I guess sort of like, here's a concept, you play with it now, but don't like copy it, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. I want to try and, because I don't want to spend all my time trying to like support a single build. Like I'm very impatient, and I jump around between stuff so much that like by the time like people have seen the video of my tutorial, I'm like 5 projects on, and like I don't even know how that one works anymore. It's like it's I don't feel like I can be any help anymore. My Discord keeps asking for help on projects, and like I genuinely don't even remember what I put in that video. Never mind how it works.
Yeah, it really just changes so much.
And like the amount of iterations of designs I've done, like on season 1 of Backyard alone, I made like 5 different versions of the roundabout, and like the video that I made literally 2 weeks ago was outdated by like 4 times. I was like, okay, well, this is clearly not sustainable. I need to find some new way of formatting this kind of stuff. I might do more shorts. Shorts sound fun, but also scary. There's so much stuff with algorithms that scare me. I just want to make my content and not worry about it.
Yeah, I wish I could just put a video out and be like, "Yep, go pop off." But it's not what advertisers usually would be. I want to do it how I want to do, but you should still watch the video.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
And then like thumbnails, what a nightmare.
I don't want to talk about thumbnails right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to talk about them either. It's the worst part of content creation for me. I wish I could find a way I like doing them.
Yeah.
Just thumbnails and titles. I think you had
God, titles even worse.
BH had a brand new kind of I don't know what you'd call it, but having to rebrand, I guess.
Yeah.
To the Backyard SMP just for searchability.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Backyard is so like that's one of the biggest issues with Backyard season 1. Not only just for the actual server, but also for like the actual members of the server. Like BH Backyard is unsearchable. I'm sorry. It's you can.
Very difficult.
It's whenever I looked it up, it was like some Russian rapper.
Yeah. it's. I feel like in the last year, I feel like I've grown so much, and I think everyone else has. Like we've learned so much over the last year in terms of like being together. Like when you're interacting with so many people, you learn so much. Like at the start of Backyard, I didn't think of myself as a builder, and now I'm doing all of this building stuff. Like it's you change so much, and I think definitely over the last year I've grown an incredible amount, and seeing everyone else and how much they've grown has also been insane. And we've got a couple more minutes so we can transition into like just growth of the Backyard in general. like recently, Hulanite's video, her
I was
final,
gonna say cool, yeah.
the final video on her castle has just gone haywire. I think it's at
Yeah.
18,000 views at the moment, and
Oh, it's
like
so good.
out of all the Backyard members, she deserves it the most. Like she put
Absolutely. She's,
days
yeah.
She worked hard
into that castle, and seeing it be
Grinded it.
rewarded is so good to see. But yeah,
I
like
think because as much as I love everyone in Backyard, it's amazing. We've all been going crazy together. The videos that have done the best are the ones that are the least Backyard related, which has
so
been really frustrating. Like Jay's has grown the most of all of us, and he's the one who doesn't make Backyard videos. He does Backyard related stuff, but not like on the server. And then like
Directly.
cool, and like BhU had a video that popped off. That was the least backyard episode.
It was had nothing to do with Backyard. They had like a few scenes at the start where I'm leaving the backyard, and the rest is all single player. Like, yeah, I love that video popped off, but like, come on, guys, where is the advertising for everyone else?
And then my video that did really well was the one that was about chains, not about Backyard. It's the video where I pretended it was a tutorial, but it was actually an episode of Backyard. So like getting like the finale episode of Fools to like be the first like true Backyard episode to like really pop off was amazing.
Yeah, like
It was a nice way to end cap the season.
absolutely. I think out of all of us, she's the most successful.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, everyone go watch Billy Rants. His videos do not.
Oh my god!
He has not
No,
got
no, no!
enough subscribers.
Don't just watch it. Please subscribe to him. His
yeah,
videos go crazy, but no one subscribes.
And then it's unacceptable. Go
It's
subscribe to Billy
ridiculous.
Rants. It's so frustrating to watch.
I know.
Like, follow him.
Oh my god!
This is a threat. You need to.
Yeah. So looking at Backyard and how much it's grown, I think one of the there's so much snowball effect. Like you getting into MCC has snowballed so much for you, and I think one of the big parts for us, at least, is snowballing through getting to know the other servers around us. I think it was about April-ish, I want to say, where we partnered with Craftworks, Unorthoblocks, Lotus SMP, and Channel 64 SMP to do this big Olympics event, which we named MC Creator Games or Minecraft Creator Games, but I think the name is in reworks at the moment.
Yes, the name is
it's a bit too similar to.
It's a bit too on the nose, yeah. Name to be decided. But yeah,
DVD.
it's the great thing about the MC Creator Games is we're able to interact with a bunch of different servers that we wouldn't usually. It was a great like avenue, something to pick up, and it's definitely had quite a bit of growth just to meet all the other creators. And it was really good to see that everybody was so into it. Like when you put the invites out, it was received so positively, and everyone was just like hopped on. It was so fun. The event itself, it wasn't completely perfect, but it was a great way. It was a great way to meet everybody, and I mean, at least we know for the future there's a few things to change, and but yeah, I think the main thing for the MC Creator Games was just an excuse to collaborate and meet everyone. And I think we had Craftworks, I feel like, is probably, and Unorthoblocks, they're probably the main servers that we've been able to interact with from that, which has been really good.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. I spoke about it this the other day. I think of Craftworks now as like the distant cousin to Backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think because of that MC Creator Games, that allowed CC and I to do that 24-hour build event challenge, just because we knew Goose from that, and he invited us through to the 24-hour build challenge, which was great fun. It was a
I still don't get how I was there.
It was so much fun.
I think the only thing I've seen from you from that event is you going, "Do you want me to add slime or goop to your build?" That's the only thing.
Yeah, like all of my stuff was like in the interior, so you don't even see it in the screenshots. So like I just kind of talked about goo for 2 hours and then vanished.
Which that's very CC core. Like we wouldn't expect anything else.
Oh yeah, I did make the goo cannon. Yeah, I
did
do
make
that
the goo
actually.
cannon. That was a good addition.
I engaged in goo warfare. Yes.
But yeah, with the MC Creator Games, it was a really good avenue, and it was something that it was smart for you, BH, to kind of do early on because we had just kind of started Backyard. Maybe I think at that point, like halfway through. Maybe
Yeah, it was about
just
halfway through.
over. Yeah, and we went straight into the collaboration stuff, which really helped grow the channel and then just make different connections with people we wouldn't usually have the opportunity to interact with. And yeah, it was a very good opportunity and it was very fun, and I'm excited for another one, perhaps. Is that gonna happen
Yeah.
in 4 years?
Hey, whoa, hang on.
Every,
No.
I'm
getting
every
there.
4 years.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to learn plugin development so I don't have to use 1 billion command blocks again. But Skyblock Kingdoms, I'm coming for you. I'm getting you in this next one.
Wow.
I'm getting them in.
Okay.
They
They don't even know that yet.
They don't even know that. They're on my like hit list.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's not how you get them in there.
Episode full of threats.
The MC Creator Games was like the craziest network opportunity ever. It was insane. And like
It was great.
now I'm just besties with like the loosest of gooses. And he's someone that I've been watching for like the last 2 years. And I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm sending him like Instagram reels. It's
DM him.
crazy. Like,
I think that's one of my favorite things about Backyard is how much of like a lightning rod for collaboration it's become. Like we have like a full like branding now of like you've got the Backyard SMP, which has play dates in it, then you've got like the Backyard Hunters, you've got the Days End series now, or the Days series as a whole. It's like, and it's starting to combine like small creators, big creators. It's such a fun sort of like position. Yeah, and it's I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's really
I
exciting.
think it opens the door.
Yeah, we can talk Hunters real quick. You two are both playing it tomorrow, actually. What?
Yes.
Like,
it's today for me.
oh, not even like 24 hours away now. It's counting down. How are you guys both feeling about it? Because neither of you guys played in the first one, but saw most of it, I guess. Yeah, you must be pretty.
No, I was
excited?
I was very jealous of that one because that's one of the ones I missed out on because I had like 1 million events in like a week. I was like, okay, then after watching the video, I was like, nope, I wish I did that one. I regret saying no to that one. I willed it back into existence.
I said no to the first one due to work, and I mean this one I still have work, but I've just let them know that I might be late.
Fair enough.
That's just wishful thinking to think I'll, survive. But I am
Yes.
excited for Hunters. That's going to be fun. I may have been practicing lately over the past week, so we'll see.
All right. Okay.
It'll either be me doing well or me dying to a creeper explosion to the first 20 minutes. But, it's a 50-50 shot, which I think is exciting.
Yeah. 10-minute timer is determined not to die to zombies. During the not even the attack phase yet.
That's it. I'm still shocked that Timer was the first death.
I know, everyone had such high expectations for him, and he just kind of clocked out.
Of all people, Timer being first was tragic.
And yeah, so talking about Hunters, we've got some crazy networking in that, and the people that we've got going on is, oh my god.
It's like we've got such like a good network now of like you with all the small creators, and then I've got like the MCC people, and so we've got like a bunch of like amazing names in there. Forsey, that's crazy.
Forsey is forever going to be crazy to me. Like he's someone I've always been like I've been looking up to for years, and then all of a sudden he's in my event. What do you mean? What the hell has happened?
Then we got like Lagundo, Ruby, Jaw, Liam's there.
We got Bitsquid. That's crazy. The guy that runs
Bitsquid's
Biome
the
Battle.
craziest one.
Like what?
Yeah.
Of all people, Bitsquid's the most bizarre inclusion, which I love. I love it so much.
I think he looks so excited for it. It's so good to see.
By the time this comes
lineup.
out, it will be already out, so you'll know who won and how it was me.
Oh, okay. Big calls.
Wishful thinking, yeah. Come on.
All I know is that it's not going to be BH again. I will not allow that.
Okay, wow.
Please,
This is slander. This is slander.
You've won too many of your own events. We can't accept it.
I'm too
anymore.
good. It's not my fault. You guys just suck.
Wow.
Hey, prove it. That's all I'm saying. Prove it.
This will be actually the first time I think I'm in one of the events with you. Like, I'm suspiciously missing from the Days series.
Yeah, come on.
Hey,
Next
you're the only one that. Well, you don't even know how it finishes. You don't even know how it ends. You gotta wait.
Yeah, I
you
know,
gotta
right?
wait. Everyone's thinking that there's been people thinking it's me. There's people thinking that it could be anyone. So you know what? We're at week.
It's
I don't
you.
know how it ends either.
It's
To be
you.
honest. I missed the last
All right.
version. They've kept it quiet from me. I know nothing.
You actually not know?
So- no,
Oh,
I'm sure I've been told, but I do not remember.
You're
And I
right.
can't find it. I spent like an hour searching through the Discord to see if it was mentioned, and it was not.
I feel like maybe it wasn't. Well, yeah, that's probably about it for us. The end of our little session here. It's gone quick. It has
Crazy.
gone crazy quick. My recording is saying 50 minutes, and I've got to somehow put this down
Yeah.
into half an hour. Guys,
Yep.
we're done for.
That's gonna be fun. Look.
you can probably cut out half my rambling.
No way.
All right, are we gonna get this time? M,
Get what?
the outro.
We did it well last time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, this is my co-host M,
And this is my co-host BH.
and this is CC.
Hi. Well, guess bye.
And this has been. You say your name.
M
And BH.
offline.
Catch you next
I thought we
time.
were saying it together.
Oh, offline.
Offline.
Bye. Yeah, bye.
So natural. That wasn't rehearsed at all.
Yeah,
Can you
no,
tell?
it's-